Hello, sixth graders. This is a piece on reflective writing. This is an example of writing about the Renaissance. And this week we're going to be talking about reflective writing. Now, in formal writing generally, there is no I. In formal writing in the 21st century, the assumption is that the word I is not really going to appear in your writing. But in Renaissance writing, and in this Renaissance style that we're actually going to be practicing this week, the use of the word I, meaning me, is critical. Because for people in the Renaissance, the important thing was that they were reading Greek and Latin books that were being made available to an Italian and later French and English and German audience for the first time. And people wanted to talk about how they felt about what it was that they saw. And so in your reflective writing pieces, you want to be practicing the use of I. And it's difficult because in the 21st century, formal writing doesn't contain I. It's important to separate yourself from the writing and try to make it set up so that you, the writer, do not appear in the writing. But in Renaissance writing, the use of I is critical. In fact, many Renaissance books have titles like The Mirror of Nature, or The Mirror of Nature, or The Mirror of Fencing, or and for the Italians, the word mirror was related to the term speculum, which means something else today, but at the time meant something like looking glass. But it also is the origin of the word speculation. And so, because of this concept of humanism in the Middle Ages, or this concept of humanism in the Renaissance, we want to be able to insert the idea of the mirror or the looking glass of speculation into our writing when we're practicing this Renaissance style of reflection. So after 1400, many Italian merchants began to have more leisure time and more wealth. They began spending this time and money on new activities like reading books, playing music, and appreciating art. In the same way, I spend my time doing things that my parents and grandparents could not do, like read Wikipedia articles and play video games. So there's a conscious sense in which I am trying to empathize with people who lived 600 years ago. I would say that another place where you could write this kind of thing is here. When I encounter new ideas, I'm going to ask you to pause the recording at this point and see if you can write a sentence here that fulfills this concept of reflection or mirroring what people in the past did. Now that you've done that, and you've had a chance to fill in this sentence here, see if you can construct a similar sentence that would go at some point in this paragraph. And I'm actually going to shorten this. And I'm going to say that you could insert a bit here at this bullet, here at this bullet, or here at this bullet. Try writing a sentence now that fits in one of those three places that uses the word I. Hope this helps you with your writing.